Hey everybody, Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we're back for another episode of Occupy Mars Playtest. This is going to be episode 27 already. That's crazy. All right, so we transferred our beets over here yesterday. It's at 51.46, and we're going to plant some potatoes, I believe. Let's see what we got in our inventory. We don't have anything. We need to grab some, but I think we're going to do another batch of potatoes. Inventory. Yeah, we got these potatoes, and we have these. And we have a whole bunch down here too. Let's use this mostly used up ones first. These two look pretty close to being the same. Yeah, we'll see what we can get with these that we have in our bag. That should be more than enough. Let's go ahead and open up our inventory and place our machine up here. Let's pull this back down. We'll open up 5. Okay, so 39%, 28%, 61%. So we'll do the 28% one first. We may not even need the 68% one. There's one. Okay, so that one's out. That's a 61. Let's do the 39 one next. I think that's going to be enough for us to finish this off. And we'll have some seeds left over for next time. Well, this is where we run into problems. We're using these seeds, and these are at a lesser percentage, so we're going to get another low percent, like 28, 38, like we got in the last one. Because the seeds that we processed are going to be the ones that are the 60% right there. But we need to get rid of these seed containers, get the old seeds. And so that's what we're going to do. Go ahead and close these down and get them incubated. Yeah, see, the potatoes don't require quite as much as the beets do. So everything looks good across the board. All these rows should look the same, and they all do. It means we're good to go on the potatoes. How are these doing? Yeah, see, these are only at 52%. These are going to take a while to grow. So we're going to be stuck here for a little bit longer. And we need to figure out what to do. One thing we can do, where are we at? Inventory. We can get rid of this thing. It's empty. So we need to drop it into the black hole. Trash can. Bye-bye. Um, we're not going to go exploring. I got to put my helmet on, I think.
Suit pressurized. Helmet sealed. Equalizing pressure.
How much is it? It is 15:25. Man, the day's gone already. You can take this thing down off this ramp. We should probably go do some more mining
Oxygen source.
so that we're productive at least. I think today we're going to mine all this small stuff down here so we can just kind of clear all this off our plateau. And then we don't need the drill for that. We can do that by hand. So I think that's what we're going to do. Oh, we should have got some water before we left. Make sure to avoid getting hit by any of that stuff. Come on. Okay, so all this should be good to go. Let's throw in some unknown ore here. There we go. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. So all this is ready to be picked up. We can grab this little rock right here. All right. We'll do another one over here. Just make a bunch of piles that we can just run around and scoop up. Excuse me. Oof. Piece. Oh, we can't grab it. Thought we were going to be able to grab that one. Nope. So we're going to end up with one piece out of all that. And that happens. There are defined pieces of ore inside of these, and you're only going to get so much. Like that's an ore piece right there. And so is this. And as long as it gets separated from the rock, there are pieces that you can pick up. Like this one. So we got a number of pieces in this one. We just need to get the rest of the stuff outside of it cracked up. Basically, we got a piece there. We got a couple of pieces in that one. So this should all be done now. Oh, it's getting dark. Why that thing's balancing that way. This is ready to be picked up. That piece is ready to be picked up, and that piece is ready to be picked up. So we're golden. Let's run back to the base real quick. We'll leave the rover out here tonight. We'll get a drink, eat some food.
Equalizing pressure. External oxygen detected. Equalizing pressure.
Get us some water.
Equalizing pressure.
Oops, wrong one.
Equalizing pressure.
I'm used to going that way when I come in from the other way.
Equalizing pressure. Water refilled. Equalizing pressure. Equalizing pressure.
Take our helmet off so we're not wasting oxygen. Eat. Cleared the stuff. We did. Shit for 9 o'clock. Sleep. Boom. Just that easy, my friends. Out there on this planet, and somewhere lies the head of and the body of Spotty.
Warning. Weather alert. Dust devils detected.
Oh, nice.
Power 75%.
Let's get our power up. We'll ignore the dust devils because I don't think they can hurt us in here.
Pressure.
Said warning, something possible in the next hour. I don't know what that was. Put our helmet on just to be safe.
Helmet sealed.
See how our plants are doing. 168%. That's not bad. See how our potatoes are doing. They're at 21%. And they're moving up swiftly. All right. Would like to make a dash to the rover, but I'm not sure where these dust devils are right now. If they've even showed up here yet or not.
Equalizing pressure.
Guess you can't hurt just to look.
Equalizing pressure. Equalizing pressure.
Mad dash for the rover. That'll draw them away from the base, so we'll have less dust on the, what do you call it? They may not be here yet. And then we can be loading ore while they're attacking us or whatever.
Oxygen source external. Warning. Tornado closing in. Final
What's it?
Warning.
Tornado, not a. Where's the tornado? I don't see it. See, they call them dust devils. They give a warning of dust devils, and it turns out to be a tornado. And yet, I don't even see the tornado. I don't see it anywhere. The tornado can do damage to the base, so I'm going to move off from the base and keep it away from our base. And we'll pause the game, or we'll pause the recording so you guys don't lose time with the game. See, I don't even see a tornado anywhere. I don't see a dust devil. I don't see nothing. And that could be a glitch because it looks like I see a rock hanging through the air. See a bunch of rocks. So this thing must be glitched out or something. It's see the rocks. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. They're floating in midair right there. I'm just gonna get up here on the flat next to this little hill. Yeah, I can't. The tornado isn't showing up in this view at this time. That's glitch. The only thing I can think. I see dust down by our. No, that's in my lens. But I see the rocks dancing around, and I see a bunch of them right there. So they suck up. The tornado sucks up the rocks out of the ground, the orb, the small ore rocks. Not small, but I mean like the ones we pick up, and they fling them around. I can see one flinging around right in front of me right there. There's a couple of them. And I've never had any of those do damage. And in fact, when we had the windstorm, after I had paused the recording and I was moving around in the base, I was seeing these copper colored stones rolling around through the base. But they don't do damage for some reason. You'd think that stones like that would do damage when they hit you. But this tornado's right near me here. Because I can see the rocks on the ground, but the tornado itself didn't. The graphic for it isn't showing up, so it's invisible to me. Which means I can see my base clearly and all that. And usually when the tornado's out, things are really dusty and it's hard to see. The tornado hasn't really moved over me yet. It's just kind of dancing around me. I don't know how long this will last. So we'll go ahead and pause and I'll bring you guys back soon as it's done. Okay, we're back. I think it's over. I couldn't see it dissipate, but I'm no longer showing a storm warning in my. Oh, yes, I am. I didn't see it. I forget I have to be in first person to see it, so it's still here somewhere. I just don't see the stones anymore. But as you can see, it's harder to see out the windows from the dust because it's passed over me a couple times. Oh, now it's there. Okay, so now it materialized, so now I can see it. It must have been just a glitch when I went into third person. That's going to come right over me. But the rover's pretty tough, and it doesn't really ever take damage from this thing. I probably just jinxed myself saying that. But I've had him go over me a number of times, and I've never had him damage the rover. And if there is any damage, it's usually really minor. I wonder what our power is looking like. It's not looking bad. Anyways, we'll be back. Okay, so the tornado just finished. As you can see, it's nighttime already. That's how it usually goes. Um, I'm gonna have to sleep here. Let's see what time it is. It's 18:43. So we'll go ahead and sleep here. We'll have to use one of our waters.
Water refilled.
I should refill our oxygen.
Refilled.
Food doesn't look bad, so I think we'll be okay. So we'll go ahead and sleep. Morning. Thing
Low
is
temperature warning.
thing is dirty.
Suit power 75%.
We'll refill our power. Look at our rover power. Looks not bad.
Suit recharged.
Okay, let's get back in our seat. Let's blow this joint and get back down. And I was worried that I was thinking about it when we paused the video. I wonder if this thing might have picked up some of our rocks that we mined yesterday. As it was moving down in this area a couple times.
75%.
Didn't we just refill our oxygen? Yeah, we did it before we went to sleep. Anyway, we had a bunch of stones we mined here, and I don't see them now. I see some of them. Nope, they're still there. Okay. So we're okay. So let's go ahead and move over here and see if we can pick these all up. Basket should be on. All right, so we'll make a maneuver so we can get closer to the rest of these rocks now. Oh, look, it's tracking like it's supposed to. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. How our plants are doing. There's a good chance the potatoes are ready. I mean, the beets are ready for harvesting. The potatoes are probably ready to be transplanted. Got one more piece here, and then we'll move on to the next pile. Double check, make sure there's no other pieces over here. Nope. All right, let's go over and grab this stuff. Grab the big ones first, then we'll back up and get the small ones. A big chunk of rock, but watch, it isn't going to fill it up any much more than the small ones do. That's been a debate in the forums as well. All right, so I think we can back up. Yes, I love it when this thing does what it's supposed to do. I don't want to get too far out because I don't want to eliminate the possibility of getting that rock in front of us. See if we can grab it first. Yep. Looks like we're getting a nice full load again. I don't think I can reach that one. Nope. We'll have to make a maneuver so we can move over there closer. We can grab these last two. Oh, something happened. As you can see, we're having an issue here. I don't know if we ran over something we didn't see. I need to get out and check. Gotta be a rock that got stuck underneath us or something somewhere. It is. I can't see it. There it is right there. So when you end up having issues with stuff, you know you can do that to alleviate the problem. Because it'll break it down into an ore nugget you can actually pick up. Like this. Hopefully that's going to alleviate our problem. Let's see if we got damage to our. I was hitting the tipper with the drill. Yeah, see, gave it a little bit of damage. We'll fix that real quick. Heavy rover looks okay. Let's see if this corrects itself when we get back inside here.
Oxygen source external.
Yep, see now it came back down. I'm not high bellying again. There must have been a rock that we got real close to and couldn't see. Let's see if we can back up and get these other two. It is not gonna cooperate, obviously. Let's pick it up on that side. Come there. Trying to get in range so I could get to the other rock over there, but we'll just have to deal with it by itself. All right, let's see if we can get word up here and then back up and grab that last rock over there. This doesn't want to cooperate. Let me pick this one up. Yep. Leave no stone unturned or left behind. All right. Keep over here by this last one. Do this one like we did the last ones. We'll just do it by hand. It may be a little big. Let me see what's in it. Bunch of silicon. Got some aluminum too. So yeah, we'll take this one down. Try to be careful so we don't get crushed. You can also kick rocks back in your face and damage your helmet too. You gotta be mindful of that. Okay, so there's a couple pieces there. Another piece there, another one underneath. See if we can get this thing to lay down. Those are both ready to be picked up. Oh, you almost got me. That one's ready to be picked up. Like all this can be picked up now. Let's grab all that. Maybe we'll get lucky and it will fill us up.
Oxygen source external.
Maneuver over here and see if we can pick this stuff up now. I don't think any of this stuff respawns. I haven't really thought about it, and I don't remember what I've mined so far from the ground here. We mined some of it. I don't see any of it that showed back up. It's pretty barren around here now still. I just need a quick maneuver so we can grab the rest of this. Come on. There we go. Should be able to reach all the rest of this from there. It'll be perfect timing. Maybe we'll get lucky and get it over to the crusher before dark. Pieces left. Mining might seem boring, but it's part of the game. Something you're going to have to get used to if you play this game. So, not that bad. It'll be repetitive after a while, but like I say, it's part of the game, so gotta do what you gotta do. Excuse me. All right. Is that it? I think it is. Go ahead and put this thing in transportation mode and head over to the crusher. Crusher needs power to work. Now that's a bad sign. That means we got a power issue somewhere. Let's give ourselves some oxygen real quick before we head out.
Oxygen refilled.
Let's go see what's going on with the power. It's dark 30, but it should still have enough power saved up to. Oh, freaking things are dirty. This is not good. This is not good. No, ma'am. We're going to lose our food. We got to get in and get all that stuff out of those. Jeez. Totally forgot about the dust part. We're going to be in trouble.
Equalizing pressure. External oxygen detected. Equalizing pressure.
This stuff is still going. Where are they at? 97%. Where are these at? These are ready. Oh, man.
Equalizing pressure. Equalizing pressure.
We don't have any way of getting power. Do I have that stuff? It's in, we put it in the bench, I think. Crap. How much power has this got? We may not last through the night. Yep, it's not going to make it. We're in trouble.
Equalizing pressure. External oxygen detected. Equalizing pressure.
Son of a bitch. Come on. Finish up, dude. This is going to eat the power so quick it's not even funny. We need to divert from this shop over to the greenhouse.
Pressure. Equalizing pressure.
I don't know what we're gonna do. This thing is gonna suck the juice right out of this. These things gonna be dead and no nothing flat. Look at it. No way it's gonna make it till morning. Shit. We got to get the blower out of the truck. This is where it's at. I think it's over here. We need to get it. We need to sleep out here too, so we can conserve energy. Okay, so there's a CO2 tank that's almost empty. That one looks empty. And there's this one. Let's take that too so we can refill it. All right. We need to get these cleaned off over here. Or the greenhouse ones first. And now we're taking damage. Where's my blower?
Low temperature warning.
Yeah. They're not that bad. I just don't want to die, so I need to watch my health. I just got to get these 4. I mean, they didn't have that bad, so it's surprising to me that they're completely out of taking big hits on the health right now. But I've got to get these clean so they can charge that battery up immediately as soon as it's daylight. Health is really dropping.
Low temperature warning.
Okay, so we got them all clean.
Sleep deprivation warning. Alert.
We got to get inside before we die.
Equalizing pressure. External oxygen detected. Equalizing pressure.
Right, so shit balls. We need to go over to we need to stay out of here to keep the lights and stuff off. And then we need to go over to over here to our little deal and sleep. How we doing on water? We need water.
Equalizing pressure. Equalizing
I'm
pressure.
panicking. Yes, I'm panicking. You damn skippy, I'm panicking.
Equalizing pressure. Water refilled. Equalizing pressure.
And we need to go to sleep. We're going to need to get up early. Hunger. Let's go ahead and eat real quick. Fill our oxygen.
Oxygen refilled.
So we're going to sleep till 8:30. Hopefully the sun will be up and charging these things before they run out. We just got to watch for plant withering. The sun's up. I didn't get a plant withering warning, so we might be okay, but it's going to be close. Those plants should be done. Hopefully we can get them out of the incubator.
Equalizing pressure.
Let's charge our suit real quick.
Suit recharged.
Where are the plants at? Oh, crap. Because they're done. Are they all done? Looks like they're still getting water and stuff, so they should be fine. What's our inventory look like? Got a lot of crap in it. Let's go dump some of this stuff out of our inventory. Okay, so let's put the CO2 stuff in here for right now. We got 14 cans we need to fill. Rid of these rocks. Move those up. All right. So grab all these beets. See how they're doing in our inventory. I just don't want them to overfill it. Let's see. Merge. Apply. Apply. We're not going to get as many beets back as we did the potatoes. We get 3 per on the potatoes. I think we just get 1 beet for each one of these. Let's go ahead and move these down. Move this one down. Grab the rest of these. These are ready, right? Yes. We don't have any up here. No. Let's move these all back up. We can get ready to transplant those potatoes. Let's do something with the beets really quick. How many do we have in total? What's the stacking them measure up? It's glitching on me. Jesus. Yeah, the game's glitching. Let's close it. Oh, my game's crashing, I think. Yep, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We had to restart the game. And because I did get it to unfreeze, but the little ghosting thing that was going on when I was trying to move those into here uh, wouldn't go away. And so I restarted. And now, as you can see, they're all combined. So we have 44. We need to break that into 2. And then we're going to go ahead and process all those beets. We're not going to eat them or break them down into seed. I mean, we're not going to break them down into food. So we're just going to process them so we can get the bonus up on them, because as you can see, the bonus is still really low. That's going to move the bonus up, I think, to 10. I hope. They didn't give us a whole lot of seeds, though. Let's see how many seeds we got out of it. Yeah, see, we didn't get very many. So we're not going to worry about the beets right now. I'm going to put these back over here. We're going to have to do a whole beet thing and we make numerous um, crops of beets. We can level a bunch of them up. That's one we just did. That's a new one. But anyways, we'll leave those in here for now. And we'll plant our potatoes because we are going to process those. So I guess we're going to hang out here for a bit after we collect these potatoes. We need to move our stuff into position so we can move these over to the water table. Let's start planting. And we need to go outside and check on our power stuff, make sure it's okay. And see, that's the problem. This is why you want to move away from the base when you get a hurricane, because it debilitates the dust debilitates the ability for your solar panels to do its thing. Okay. Empty, empty. All right. So let's go set the water so it's watering correctly. It should be different now. Yep. Okay. Everything looks right. All right. All right, so let's make sure we got the right one. Yeah, 7% first. Okay, so that one's empty. Now we'll do this one. I'm fairly sure we have enough in here to get us all the way through. All right. Close these down. Put up our water. Already set up. We were growing potatoes last time, so we're all good. Okay. So we're gonna move some of this stuff over here. And I want these CO2 containers. There's 14 of them that we can fill. Let's go do that right now. Where is our scrubber at? I forget where we're keeping it. We kept it right there. Oh no, it's on this side. All right, so we're gonna open this door and we do the same way we do the oxygen and stuff. This fill CO2 bottle. Just that easy. Go down, grab it, put it in our inventory, rinse and repeat. And as you can see, these are important for keeping those solar panels functional. I got a bunch of them to do. We'll pause it and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. We filled 14 bottles. That's really nothing. I've got stacks of 100 of them that I was doing. So that 14 really isn't going to make that much of a difference. Excuse me. We'll combine those. This one is almost done. So we've got We don't really have a whole lot. So we might want to print us up some more CO2 bottles. I think there's a way to do it. Water, oxygen. Where's the CO2 ones? Could have swore we were making them from here. Fire extinguisher. There's the jetpack. Can't make it either. It gave us one when we started, but I don't know what happened to it. We can't find it. I'm sure it was probably lost in a game. Helmet repairing kit. I could have sworn those CO2 bottles were in here somewhere. There's a small plant. Crates. Remote controller. Oxygen. There's an empty potato bin. We might as well get rid of that. There's that stuff here. Just put her up here in the number 5 slot. Let's drop her into the black hole. And away she goes. All right. We got some going. We got some growing. Move this up. This one is at 60%. I remember when I was sleeping through like 2 or 3 cycles before these were even mature. And these are already, they're coming up pretty quick. Anyway, so that being said, I lost track of time and I've done the bit in the video because of all the pauses. But what am I thinking? Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to do. Blueprints, resources. Yeah, see, I can't. I could have swore I had the ability to make the CO2 cartridges. Tanks. I don't know what happened. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, because we don't really. That's the printer. And I don't know what the hell happened. There isn't anything in here for that. I don't know if they did a patch and did away with it so you can't make them anymore or what. Because, yeah, I'm only showing that I have 40, and at one point I had 300. Unless there's a bunch out in the. Now maybe we can refill these, unlike the oxygen and water, which disappears. Oh, it's dark 30. We gotta go to bed. And unlike the water, which and oxygen tanks, which disappear when they are emptied, they're not refillable.
Equalizing pressure.
Water real quick before we sleep.
Equalizing pressure. Oxygen 75%. Water refilled.
Where are we at?
Equalizing pressure. Equalizing pressure.
All right. Let's take our helmet off for sleeping.
Oxygen source external. External pressure dropping.
Anyways, I think we'll call it an episode. I'm not, like I said, I'm not real sure how much time we got in this. It's well over, it's hour and 40 minutes on my
Warning.
clock, but we paused quite a few times. And I don't know how long, how much time had elapsed in that. Anyways, we're going to call it the episode anyway. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Questions, remarks, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I like the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that bell so you get notification the next time we drop a video, and hit that like button. It helps our videos become more visual to a wider audience, and we really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.